Assalamu alaikum. Welcome students. Today we will discuss about control statements. Control statement. As you already know, statement. Statement means nothing but a code in a C++ programming which we are divided or by using semicolon. For example, int a. It finally at last semicolon is there. This is one statement. Like that, a is equal to 5. This is one statement. Character y is equal to m. Like that. These are the statements. See out anything we can write by separated using semicolon. That is one statement. If same thing we write in a flower brackets, then it is a block. It is a block of statements. If there is no, if block is not there, individually every single line, it is a statement here. Now we will see control statement means nothing but generally what happens, the execution will be start in a sequence. It will execute first statement, after that it will execute this, like that. It will execute in a sequence. Sequence of instructions are executed. But in our program we need to execute sometime, we need to skip some statements, or we need to repeat the execution of the statement. For example, it will execute this and this statement. After that, it should skip these two and it will come to here. It will execute this. After executing this, it go back to this one. After that, it should execute repeatedly these steps or these steps, like that. For that, how we can do that means by using this control statements. Clear? Control statement is nothing but the statements which alter the flow of the execution of the instructions. Clear? Control statements are nothing but the statements which alter the flow. The flow will be changed. It may be a skip or it may be executed repeatedly, like that. Those statements we call it as control statements. Control statements, you will see there are two types of control statements in C++. One is selection statement. Another one is iteration statement. Iteration statement. There are two types of control statements are there. Selection statement is nothing but the statements in which a single instruction or a set of instructions should be execute or not. That will be based on some condition. For example, some single instructions or set of instructions are there. We need to execute or not. That should be decided based on some condition. That is selection. We are selecting here some statement or a set of statement, selecting for execution, or we are not selecting those for execution. So we call this as a selection statement. Iteration means we also call this as loop statements. Loop statement means a single statement or maybe a set of statements executed repeatedly. If you are executing more than one, then we call it as a loop or iteration. So these are the statements which we are using to execute a set of instructions or a single instruction in loop repeatedly. At that time we are using these iteration statements. Now we will see one by one. First we will see selection statements. In C++, there are four types of selection statements are there. One is if statement. Next, if else statement. Next, nested statement. Next, switch statement. These are the four types of selection statements are there in C++. We'll see one by one. First, if statement. If statement means this statement we are user to select a statement, single statement or a set of statements should be execute or not based on some condition. If condition is satisfied, if it is true, then it will execute that code. If it is not, if it is false, then it will not execute that code. At that time, we are using this if statement. For example, if you see the syntax, we are write the if statement using the keyword if. You know, keywords are the predefined words. If condition, here within this it may be a block of code, block of statements or a single statement. Here statements are there. Clear? If this condition is true, then it will execute this. If it is false, it will not execute this. It skips this statement and go to the rest of the code. This is syntax of the if statement. Syntax. Clear? Here condition, whatever we are providing condition here, the answer of this condition will come in true or false. If it is true, then it will execute. If the condition is false, then it will not execute this. See, we'll see one example here. If for example we are giving a is equal to 4, we are checking condition if a is equal to 5, we are displaying some output. See out working. Here what happened, we are giving one initializing variable a is equal to 4. Here it will check the condition, the value of a will compare with 5. If it is true, then only it will execute this one, otherwise it will not execute. Here a value is 4, 4 is equal to 5, now it is false, output is here it is false, so it will not execute this, it will come out of here execute rest of the statement. This is about if statement. Clear? Now we will see next one, if else statement. If else statements means it is also same like if statement only. Here what happened, there are two alternatives are there. Two alternatives is there. Based on some condition, which statement should be executed, that will be decided using this if else statement. Here selecting two alternatives are there. In two alternatives, it's selecting which one should be executed based on some condition. That is if else statement. For example, same syntax here. If condition is there, then else also a keyword. Here we are not writing any condition here. Condition will be checked in if condition only. Here this is the syntax here. It will check the condition here. If it is true, then it will execute this code. If this condition is false, it will come here, it will execute this statement. This is about the if else statement. For example, same, we are initializing one variable a is equal to 3. If a is less than or equal to 9, here we are writing some code. See out single digit. Else it will execute this. See out double digit. Here, see in this example what happened. It will check, we are initializing value of a is equal to 3. Here it will check if the value of a is less than or equal to 9. At that time it will execute this. If it is greater than 9, then it will execute this statement. Here check, 3 is less than or equal to 9. Yes, it is true. Condition is true. Then it will execute this one. Once it execute, it will not go for this statement. It will, after this execution, it will come out of the if statement completely. From here, it will execute. Clear? For example, if a is equal to 11, I am giving, it will check here. 11 is less than or equal to 9. No, it is false. This condition is false. So it will not execute this one. It will come here. It will execute this code. It will execute this, and after execution it will come out of here. Next execution will be start from B. This is if else statement. When two alternatives are there, at that time we are using this if else statement. Clear? Now we will go for next one, that is nested if. Nested if also same like if else statement only. Here within the if statement, one more or another if statements if we are added, that we call it as nested. Nested. One statement, one within the block we are writing another block. Within the if statement we are writing another statement. That we call it as nested if. In this there are two nested if are there. One is here only we are writing. For example, if condition, it is one format, first format. Here statement is there. Else if, again if, here writing some other condition we are. Here some statement are there. Again else if condition, like that. So many if else statements we can write. Finally, at last one else is there. Else here statement are there. Here no condition is there. This is one format in nested if. If condition is there, if it is true, it will execute. If it is false, it will go to the next else. Here again we are giving condition. At that time it will check the condition. If it is true, it will execute. If it is false, go to the next else if, like that. Finally, if all the conditions are false, it will execute this else statement. Else statement. Clear? This is if else statement. We call this as if else ladder. If else ladder. This is one format. Another format, we are giving if statement within the if statement. For example, if condition, within this we are giving one more condition. If condition, here some statement will be there, like that. Maybe not only if, else also will be there. We can write within the else also, we can write any condition, if condition. Within this we can write any statement here. Finally, like that. It may be a if else also. Within the if else statements also will be there. This is about nested if. Clear? Nested if nothing but in that two formats are there. One is here only we are giving if statement, if else. There are so many if else are there. Another format, in within the if we are giving another if statement or if else statement we are giving. Clear? Now we will go for nested switch statement. We will go for switch statement. We are using this switch statement when there are multiple alternatives are there, multiple alternatives based on some condition, which alternative should be executed. At that time we are using this switch statement. Clear? Multiple alternatives. For example, the syntax of the switch will be, you will write switch. Here any constant we are giving. It may be an integer constant, it may be a character constant. Anyone we can give. Within the, here we are providing the cases. Case 1. Here some statements. Not only single statement, multiple statements will be there. How many statements we require, we can write here. Finally, one break is there. Next, case 2. Same thing here. Like case 3. This is colon. After case we are writing here colon. Same thing like that. So many cases we can write. Finally, one default is there. Default. We can write anything here. Here also some statements will be there. Finally, break. At last, it come out of the switch. This is the syntax. Switch, here providing one integer or character constant. Here case 1 here. Which one we are comparing, that variable value we are providing here in this, like that. I am giving 1 2 3. It is depending on the condition. It may be a not 1 2 3 only. Whatever we want, we can provide here, which we are providing here. Clear? We will see one example. At that time you will understand. For example, I am giving switch x here variable. Within that, now I am writing the conditions case. Here, for example, x, if it is an integer, x is equal to, I am providing 9. For example, here we are writing case 1 because I am giving number here, so I am writing number only. Case 1 statement. Anything, for example, I am giving cout found. Case 2, same thing here. Again, when we are writing developing program, at that time once again I will explain this. In last year also you already studied this. Case 3, like that. So many, till how many numbers we want to check, we can provide. Finally, one default. Cout not found. This is one example. See, I am giving x is equal to 9 here. Now I am providing passing the variable here as a condition. What happened here? First it will check case 1. Here what is 1? 1 is equal to x. X value is 9. It will compare here. If it is true, then it will execute this block of code. It may be a single statement or it may be a multiple statement. 1. If it is false, it will go to the next case. Here 2 it is compared with equal to 9. It is true? No, it is false. So it will not execute, it will come to the next. Like that it will go. When all the cases are false, condition is false, finally we are providing here only 3 cases. Here it will check 3 equal to 9, false. So all the cases are false. Now it will execute this default. Output will be not found. It will execute this code and come out of the switch state. Clear? This is about the switch. We will take one more example. You will take one character example. Then you will understand. I am taking x is equal to any vowel. We are writing one code for find the vowel. X is equal to, I am giving here E. I am giving here. Now it will check here. Here we need to change the case variable here. Because we are providing the character here, we are checking the character here. Vowels are A. It is a character, we should write within the single quotation. A, E, I, O, same thing, U. Vowels are there. Finally, one default. Cout. Vowel not found. Now we will see. First, I am giving x value as E. It will come here. In first case, it will check A is equal to E. X value is E. It will check. It is to compare. It is false. So it will not execute this one. It will go to the next case. Here it will check E is equal to E. It will compare. Yes, it is true. Here E is equal to, this condition is true. So it will execute this one. Once it will execute this, it is true. Then it will not check the other cases. It directly come out of the switch state. Here. Clear? For example, I am giving some other value, which is not a vowel. That is x is equal to m I am given here, m. Now it will check. In first condition it will check a is equal to m. No, it is false. Next, in case 2 it will come e is equal to m. No, it is also false. Here it will check I is equal to m. No, it is also false. Again it will come to the next case. O is equal to 9. No, it is also false. U is equal to 9. It is also false. Sorry, it is m. All the cases are false. So finally it will come to the default. The output will be, it will execute this one and come out of the switch statement. Output is OVL not found. The output of this code will be clear. This is about the switch statement. Clear? These are the switch statements. Today we will discuss what are the control statement, what is control statement, and in control statement we studied selection statement and iteration statement. In these two, today we discuss about selection statements. What is the selection statement? What are the selection statements we are using in C++? That is if else, nested and switch. These we studied today. Next topic, iteration, we will see in next class. Today we will close this. In this, if you have any doubt in selection statement, you can ask me. The iteration statement we will discuss in next class. Thank you.